Hello everyone and welcome to the fourth episode of the Culture Collective podcast. I'm the host for today, Aaron, joined by my cohorts here, wonderful guys as always. Right across from me is Guillaume.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm good.
Fantastic. Next to him, Owen.
Hello.
Right beside me to my right, Daniel Parsons.
I am by your right. I am your right hand man, as always.
My left hand man here, to my left, Mitchell.
Yeah, it's been a couple episodes. I haven't been here for two actually.
You're a disgrace.
Back again.
He'll redeem himself.
Yeah.
And to the far corner, Gabe.
Yep, you're right.
Should
Not
stay
bad.
there, I think.
Right.
Yeah, belong in this corner, it's fine.
So who'd have thought we'd make it to 4 episodes, guys?
God.
I'm surprised the studio let us.
Yeah.
Been pleading, but they let us eventually.
They haven't been cancelled yet, wow.
But anyway, we hope you've enjoyed our episode so far, and we hope you just sit back, relax, and enjoy this, whether you're on your commute to work or at home relaxing or doing whatever you are. We hope you enjoy. So first of all, I'm going to hand straight over to Mr. Daniel Parsons.
I feel under
We're
pressure.
We're heading straight into the gaming section today.
Oh,
As usual.
We always
As
do,
usual,
yeah.
Yes. So Daniel, would you like to tell us a little bit about your disappointments?
Oh well, there's two things. One's not as bad as the other, but first one, I spoke about last week is Destiny 2 Forsaken. They added a DLC. It's always the thing with Destiny. It lacks content.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've probably played the game.
Not
You haven't
played
played with anyone. I mean,
No,
am I the only one that's
You
played
need
it?
to buy the two patches. You need to buy the two DLCs, and then you need to buy
Yeah,
Mosaic,
but you've
which-
played the original, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had the original
It's
game. Yeah.
once
It
you've
just
done
lacks
it,
stuff,
you've
doesn't
done.
it? Yeah. It
It's
does.
like, you expect a game to, especially something like this, to keep you going.
And they hyped it up so much as well. I mean,
Once you've done it, there's nothing to do.
the funny thing is, I racked it up actually. If you wanted the full shebang of Forsaken, right, you had to buy the standard game.
Yeah.
But you got that on PS Plus, so let's ignore that.
You can get that for free now.
Yeah. However, you'd have to get the two expansion packs.
Which are about £25.
Yeah.
Which
well,
then...
15 quid when I looked at it at the time.
Oh, was it? Last time I saw it.
And then you have to buy Forsaken. If you want the full shebang of Forsaken and the packs, just to play the whole thing, it's $84.99.
Just
God.
to buy the cheapest version of Forsaken, it's £34.
Yeah.
Just for a DLC.
For DLC, you play through once.
Which it was fun. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. It's just it wasn't worth
You're
it.
glad it was free for you.
Yes, I'm glad I looked.
Because to be honest, I was tempted to buy it, and you literally texted me saying, "Do not buy it.
don't
Do not
do
waste
it.
money on it. It's
Don't
fine."
do it.
It's
That
just-
is a lot
yeah.
for a DLC.
It's always
That
like
is
this,
insane.
you know.
What, 4 hours worth of stuff?
That's ridiculous.
No.
I mean,
And
if
you're
you
done.
think about it, £15 more will get you a full game.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
Like-
thing, yeah.
£34 for a DLC.
That's the two
My
problems
God.
I've always had with Destiny was they lack content and the money behind
Yeah.
it. Jesus Christ.
Now they're trying to sell Destiny, well, the equivalent of Fortnite V-Bucks on that as well. I don't know what they call them in Destiny.
It's
for
probably
microtransactions.
coins or shit.
Yeah, it's
I
just
don't
so
know.
funny. I'm just like, why?
It's the trend these days.
Every
isn't it?
game's going like that now.
I mean, Destiny.
Microtransactions.
I mean, it's hard. Destiny. I don't know about you, but like when it first came out, it was a fucking collateral damage mess. Like when Destiny 2 came out. Like now it's somewhat better, but like before it was just horrifying. Like,
I remember when they released the first Destiny, I flipped my shit how cool it was.
Yeah, the first
And then
one was
like a month
amazing.
later I went,
Yes.
there's nothing.
Yeah.
I remember when Bungie made Halo, and we were like, I was playing that shit, like Halo 3,
Yeah.
Halo Reach. They were the games.
Halo Reach was just quality.
Yeah.
You know, I never actually played Halo.
Really?
I really never played
I've
it.
never played it, and
I
then
have,
I
I
bought
played-
number 4, and I think that was the worst one out of all of them.
It was, yeah.
Halo Reach is the
Shit.
best. Halo Reach.
And that
is
wasn't by Bungie.
Terrible.
No.
That's
Look
true.
what
It's not by
happened to them.
Bungie.
Because they
Look
moved
what
to-
happened to them now.
Yeah, they moved to flipping Destiny.
What went wrong?
It's a game that I feel has potential.
Yeah.
Like there are really good bits of it, but
They just
can't
can't
get
grasp
enough
it.
of. But the rest of it, they just seem to get wrong
Yeah.
all the
They've
time.
got the little things right, but
Like
then
the
whole
actual
package,
the gameplay part of it, like the shooting and the mechanics and all
Yeah.
that, are so good.
Yeah.
Wow, you lot are
Wow,
fucking
shit,
unbelievable.
Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That was all just went out.
What was that?
Fucking hell. Sort yourselves out.
What about phones? It's like
It just exploded.
On mute.
Well,
Yours
that
is
reminds,
vibrations
that
still.
reminds me.
It's-
I just turned my
Yeah.
put mine on silent because
For me, passes were prepared.
Okay,
The rest of
it
you lot
goes
just
off.
vibrated the whole day.
Oh, I felt
It
arousing.
wasn't a emergency.
But
like,
yeah.
yeah, it just, I don't know, like, it's got such a cool idea and it's fun, but like,
The,
there's
the,
certain
con-
bits
yeah,
where
the
like,
concept
ugh.
behind it is really good.
Because it's trying to be an MMO, isn't it?
Or so, yeah, but like you're the last city. You're this guardian with all these really cool powers. You go off into space and do all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, because they've got raids, don't they? Like
Yeah.
raid bosses.
Oh, that's
It's just really grindy.
That's
though.
the only thing I haven't done because I don't have enough friends
You
to
don't
play
have
it with.
friends. That's the problem. It's like World of Warcraft. I don't have friends who play World of Warcraft. I'm just on my own.
Yeah,
I don't know, like
I'd say get it at a cheaper price.
yeah.
Or
If,
don't
if,
get
if
it. Or
it ever gets to a cheap
either
price,
don't
yeah.
get it at all, or
Wait
get
for
it
it to get cheap.
really
Wait for it
cheap.
to be
Like
free.
with the first
Yeah.
Destiny, I got all that stuff for £5
It's amazing, isn't it? I
for the
love
collection,
that. Yeah.
and I enjoyed it. I was like, yeah, worth £5, not worth about 80.
Yeah, exactly. They can jump
No,
around.
that's insane.
Well,
When you put it into context, how like the newest COD Ultimate Edition is like 84. Actually, no, it's
No,
104.
it's a lot more than that.
it's like 100.
No,
so
over
yeah.
But like when you
Yeah.
consider that's a new game compared to like
And the thing
Destiny,
is though
that's
as well,
3
I'm
years.
pretty sure if you don't pre-order the most expensive version of the season pass, you don't get any DLC.
The second one, if you order the second most expensive one, you do get some. I think. No, you do
Some,
get.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a little
but
bit
I'm-
of it,
but
just a
then
little
if you're-
taste.
I'm talking about like the map packs.
Oh, no, yeah.
Apparently, they're not making them separate, like playable. You
No,
just
yeah.
have to have the season pass.
Yeah,
Wow. that's-
Seriously,
they.
bit of a
I
fun.
can see them changing their minds.
I
Like,
imagine
when
they will.
when people get
If they
really
die.
furious with them.
why is a
If they
season
don't,
pass?
they're making a
Why is a
bad move.
season pass still a thing?
I definitely
Well,
don't know.
I thought it died.
Well,
to-
I know
I like the
one
concept
game
of
it's
season.
not for. Battlefield 5.
It
Yeah.
isn't. Oh,
Which
nice
is-
there, Guillaume.
yeah.
I see what you did
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Battlefield 5 had the beta.
It's still
this
going
week,
on.
Still going
Yes,
on at the
yeah.
moment.
We have. I think a lot of us have very
Parsons-
different opinions
I
on
don't know who's
this.
actually. I've played it.
I've
I played it.
Mitchell has and
It's
Daniel
good.
has. No one else. Okay, fine.
I think we've got different opinions on
Parsons-
this.
I know
I-
you're not happy because certainly when you were playing it, you had a lot of problems.
When it's working, it's really, really good. When it's
Yeah.
not working for me, I feel like breaking something. Because somehow Mitchell's got away with all
I've
the
been very
bugs.
lucky.
I haven't had any either. when
You
I've been
both
playing
of you.
it.
I have somehow
had
The
Okay.
only
got all the
thing that I
bugs.
see is the ragdolling. I don't know.
Yeah, so I get that
I don't
as
know
well.
if they
Yeah,
fix that. You just get people in weird
Yeah, yeah.
positions and
Yeah.
they just die all like lent over.
You know why?
I've seen that as well. Yeah.
Probably PS4 Pro. Maybe because they're trying to re-render it in a different game. It's like
It's a
graphical shit.
beta.
It's
They
Yeah.
don't really do that a
No,
lot.
it's not.
Maybe.
I think some of the, I've had very minor things where like I've tried to spawn somewhere and briefly it's told me I can't spawn.
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
the thing
But,
is,
but then
I've-
mine,
yeah.
but then mine's just worked.
yeah,
again
you
if I
get
try
that
again.
briefly.
Yes, exactly.
Yours, I think.
Did you
Didn't
see
work.
the video I sent or the
Yeah.
videos I
Yes.
sent of you? I'm sitting there
They're
going,
spamming it.
"Come on!"
What were you spamming it on though? Was it on like a objective or spawn?
It was it was spawn point.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the whole, did you see? Then the whole game,
Normally this
the
is
whole
big.
thing just
Yeah.
vanished. And then I tried restarting it.
I didn't. I forgot you sent them. I was meant to watch them.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Then I
But
tried.
basically, his version of it is
It's
he's got
fucked.
a broken version.
I got the
I've
broken
got it
version.
Ours actually worked.
Very-
to be
very
honest.
good.
And then I tried doing another game, and that didn't work.
Mm.
So eventually, I found out the only way you can get around that glitch is by changing your loadout
Yeah.
for
Surely
some
that-
reason.
Surely though, like if you've already equipped your loadout, if you go into that menu and just quickly swap.
No, it's literally you have to swap a gun, and then you can spawn in.
Oh, that's cool. Mm.
Tell me how
that's
that
nice.
works.
I have had it though, yeah, actually, where like I can't put certain attachments on some weapons, but on other classes, they're there.
Oh no, I had the whole thing. The whole attachment thing did not
I've
work
got the
for me.
attachments there, but like on some weapons, like it even just says like default, and then I can't equip
Yeah.
them at all.
And is it just me? Or I don't know if it is just me. I thought I should have asked. It's I can't buy new, like when you the points you get, you can't unlock new guns and.
Mine's
stuff.
only just started working.
Mine. I
can't- I have to go to the main
I
menu.
probably haven't played it enough to actually get.
I've
to the point where I
upgraded
can,
my I've upgraded
yeah,
my
those
Liam field
upgrades.
all the way to the max. I don't like the system though with the skill tree. You can only go down.
I don't like the look of it. No.
You can only go down one side, and it's all basic really. So it's
Do
like,
you know what? Something I don't like about that is. Okay, you earn the upgrades or you unlock them by like actually playing and leveling up the gun, but then you still have to spend the in-game currency to upgrade the weapon,
yeah.
which I don't really get. Surely, if you've played it enough that you've unlocked it, why can't you just use it?
But
why do you have to spend an in-game currency to then upgrade the weapon?
But like you get the
First
in-game
place.
currency from doing like the daily orders and
Yeah, I know,
assignments.
Ah,
I've racked them up fairly quickly. I've got about 10,000 already,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So,
and that's in a couple of days.
so is it, and then there you go. Okay, so then that's the other end. It's too easy to get them. Then in
It
that
is too
case,
easy, but then that's where they need to.
that's something they can adjust.
That's where they need
obviously,
to
yeah.
add more to the skill tree. It's something
Yeah.
that I don't like. I hope they change this forward.
Well, I think the skill
Basically-
tree is pointless.
Basically,
I've
with
never
the
seen
skill
any
tree,
interest in
it then branches off you. You can only pick one side, and once
Yeah.
you pick that side, you can not
Can't use
unlock
the other one, yeah.
other side. So like my sniper, I think I went for better, like faster aim down sight speed
Yeah.
over a tripod thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I thought I'd be able to just unlock that afterwards.
Yeah.
Got all the way down, and I can't even unlock any of that. So
Obviously there's a few little problems there, but I mean I think the gameplay itself. To be honest, I don't know if I like the gameplay itself or not. To be honest, I think it's very similar to Battlefield 1. I do think it is. I think
it's
pretty
very
similar.
different.
I'm
Really?
in the middle
I
for
think it's
that.
very
I'm in the middle.
I'm not sure. I think it feels maybe a bit sort of smoother or like faster.
It did feel a lot smoother.
It does feel smooth.
I could feel-
I'll give it that. But at the same time, it doesn't feel different in many ways at all. And something I really don't like about it is any gun that is fully automatic, I can't use. The recoil on all the automatic guns is insanely high.
STG.
It's insanely
The
high.
Oh, I love that's the
STG,
first gun you get.
The STG though, once you master it, it's a fucking laser.
It's a good
Is it?
gun.
It is a laser beam. It
So
needs a
far,
nerf.
honestly, so far, seriously, all the fully automatic weapons for me, the recoil is insane.
It's
It's
just like
jumping around
I
all
think
over
you've
the
just got to
place.
get used to like tap firing it though.
Maybe
It's mainly
Tap
with the
firing a
sub.
few
then,
shots and
but
then
then what happens then is what I've noticed a lot of times is if I've been shooting at someone, I've lined it up, I'm firing at them, I land maybe 2 or 3 hits, then the gun just kicks off massively,
yeah.
and I get killed straight
Yeah.
away. I've got no chance.
I'm actually quite good at
Because by the-
sniping, surprisingly.
You know what?
It's the only game I'm
Snipers
actually
are the best
alright.
guns in that game.
It's
They
the only
just
one
are.
I'm actually alright with.
For me, any Call of Duty or Battlefield game ever, I cannot. I've
No, neither can
never
I.
been able to snipe at all. On this game, the sniper is the only gun I can use.
I think on
I'm
games
actually
like
good with.
I was the same
Battlefield.
on Battlefield 1 though. Battlefield 1 sniping it's overpowered as hell.
Is it?
I was just about to
Battlefield
say
1
that. I was
sniping
literally.
is overpowered.
I'm not
It's
someone who's
ridiculous.
played a lot of Battlefield. I played Battlefield 3 a bit, but that was like 6 years ago, I think. Didn't play Battlefield 4 a lot. Tried Hardline, but that's probably the worst in the series.
Don't try it.
Then I got Battlefield 1 for Christmas.
Oh,
that must have been 2
Battlefield 1 is so
years ago
good.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was like, I think that's like one of my favourite games.
I
Battlefield
agree.
1 was incredible.
yeah,
I still
that's
play
the
it
thing,
now.
yeah.
It's my favourite Battlefield game.
And sniping is ridiculous. But
It's
watching
too easy.
watching some of the Battlefield 5 beta, because I haven't had the chance
Yeah.
to like even think about playing it. I do think I will buy it, but only for sniping. Just gonna be honest.
I don't know if I'll buy it.
If I'm honest, Scout is my favourite class.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah,
fix
like-
Definitely on
Because
Battlefield
essentially,
5.
I've tried
yeah.
every other
Yeah.
class. I think support is in need of a massive work because the guns are shit.
Well, they really are.
Their loadout is terrible.
I'm actually not bad with that first gun, you know,
What on the?
KE7.
or whatever it is. I got put like a little like.
I don't
real
like what he
scope
does
in
with
it.
the little tripod thing as well.
Oh no,
like,
the tripods. Because
you go
shoot
onto a window
Yeah.
and if you aim down sight, he does this random shit of like putting it over his shoulder and then bring it back down.
I like
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
freaking
because they
brilliant.
removed the tripod, like the bipod thing from Battlefield 1, where you get an option to do it. Because I think that's better.
Yeah, where you can choose
Instead of
to actually put it
automatically
down, yeah.
doing it, because it just feels awkward and you're just shooting
And he does it
randomly.
at random times as well, yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
because it's like, you'll just randomly turn and he'll put it down and put it back up again. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And it's like,
And
the
yeah,
gun just randomly
Yeah,
goes.
I mean something else I noticed was when in Battlefield when you crouch behind something, the person actually goes probably behind it because they know what you're intending to do, and then you can, if you just aim, it will automatically look up and over the edge of whatever it is you're crouching behind.
Yeah.
I've found problems with that. It's very weird in the way it works. Sometimes, basically, if you stand too close, it doesn't work. So you have to stand back from slightly back.
Yeah,
from
I've had
wherever it is
issues
you're-
with the leaning actually.
the
Like,
leaning and that. Yeah,
It does it at really weird times.
It does, yeah.
Because like I won't even be aiming down sight and then it'll just randomly go like, oh.
Yeah,
I'm like-
I've had that as well. Yeah, I've
It's
been.
weird.
I mean, loads of times I was crouching behind something, and you know, obviously because when it works, obviously you just aim and
and
straight
shoot.
over. When I've not been sat there. I've been just basically spamming aim, and he's been sort of leaning left, right, and
Yeah.
briefly jumping up, then not moving at all. And I just feel like it's just not working properly. That mechanism, the way it works.
Yeah. Fortifications though, I think
I like that.
They're
I
very-
really
That's
like
I
that.
do. That's a good idea. That
it
was, yeah.
confused me at first because I wasn't sure how to build them.
No,
I'm thinking like,
Neither did I.
but they're a massive part, especially
They
on
are, yeah.
Narvik on the bridge. You need the fortifications up.
Or even
Oh,
when you're
yeah,
like
yeah.
a defending the point, especially on ground operations, you know, like you have to build around the artillery guns, which I really like ground operations actually. Even though it's only 2 days of it, I like
again sniping on that. It's brilliant, just picking people off.
I'd say the favourite bit is when you jump out from the plane at the beginning, the whole cutscene behind it. Yeah. It feels really. This is probably the most World War II the game's got so far.
I think that's it. Yeah.
And it's a game about World War II.
Yeah. And also, you know the new sort of revive system they have.
That didn't work.
It doesn't work. The whole system doesn't. No. I'm saying it works. Like in terms of it actually works again. It's just a rubbish system if you ask me. Because one, if you're not playing with friends you can actually talk to, no one revives you.
No,
literally no one revives you. I played probably about 10 games or more. Twice I've been revived. In all, twice.
And I'll tell you why that is though as well. Like
no
even
one
if they're
revives
not
people are dickheads.
Yes, bear in mind as well. Yeah, the feature for dragging bodies isn't in it yet.
Isn't it? Oh no, it isn't.
Yeah.
It's not because that's gonna be. I think that's gonna change how it is gonna play.
I hope it does because honestly,
especially
right
like
now,
if you're in. Because like if you're in the open, it takes ages. Like if you're not medic, you're there.
Doesn't it make medic feel a bit pointless?
It does
because that's not what medic was. The main was to heal people and to revive people.
Yeah. Yes, but medic does it very quickly.
Yeah,
he literally leans.
Yeah, I know,
but
it's even anyone can do it now.
Just an injection.
Well,
but it's like you can wrap a little finger.
Yeah, no,
but
then again, like also with the other classes, their revive system literally leaning over you, looking at you, holding your hand, and then lifting you up. It takes so long.
But I mean, just the system in general, like it's so inconsistent. Like sometimes I could die right next to 3 teammates, and it won't give me the option to be revived. Or I could die when I'm completely by myself, and it will give me the option to be revived, which is so pointless.
I've also had it where like I've gone to revive someone, and then I've picked up their weapon.
No, you have to tap it and sort of hold it,
and then they've got my weapon.
Yeah.
when I picked them up, I'm like, oh okay then.
I just don't think that system works.
Maybe
it will work better when you can do the dragging bodies bit.
It has got improvements to come.
Let's just say I'm glad it's got 2 months.
Yes,
I'm glad
honestly,
it got delayed.
There is a lot of things.
It sounds like a
still.
typical Battlefield beta.
It literally sounds
like
there is a lot of things that need to be improved.
I'm glad it's got 2 months to go back and fix a load of stuff because it definitely needs it.
I think the texture as well needs a bit of sorting out. It's a bit pixelated on the loading screens now.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
I'm worried.
Hitboxes actually, not on people, but I've noticed on Rotterdam on the bridge where the trains are. I'm laying underneath the train. You can clearly see an enemy, and I'm shooting, and it's hitting the train, not going underneath it.
I've had that on Rotterdam as well. When I've been standing on the bridge firing down, because sort of on the sides and on the boats, there's all the boxes and that and crates and that. And there's been at one point there was someone stood in a small gap, between like a box and something else, and I could totally see them. I'm using a sniper, obviously, because that's the only guns that work. And I've
pistol works as well.
No, that's something I want to say after. Pistol don't work.
Pistol works for me.
They work fine.
Not for me, they don't. And then so I was saying, I can see this person, I fire him, and like it should hit him, and it just doesn't. Like it's not like it's almost like it's been blocked by something. Like there's something in the way, but there's nothing there. And on pistols, no, pistols do not work.
They work for me.
No,
they work fine.
They don't for me. I'll tell you that because when I was using the sniper, obviously when you get in close range, you can't snipe, so you have to use the pistol. When I've tried firing it, I've been spamming shoot on the trigger, and it's fired one in every 3 times I've pulled shoot.
That's something wrong with your controller then.
I think it's just you. No, it's you, Guillaume.
It's a brand new controller. There's no way there's anything wrong with the controller. It's brand new, and for some reason, it's like every 3rd shot it fires, and then it will be like I'll put it 3 times. On the 3rd one it will fire, then next one it won't. Then it will fire again, then it won't, and it's just all over the place. So I can't get in close quarter combat with someone because I'll die immediately.
I just have a bad feeling. I don't want it to be true, but we're gonna have another Battlefield 4 launch. Which you remember that was a disaster.
Yeah, no, but then again,
I don't want it to be, but some of
look how well Battlefield 4 is doing.
Yeah,
it's still massive.
Yeah, but after about 3 months of repairing, it finally got into something stable. And if I've taken anything from this beta, they need to do something to it before that happens, and I don't want that to happen.
Oh yeah, and what about vehicles, tanks?
Oh, I don't. I haven't
used them.
I'm actually good with airplanes. I've always been good with.
I've only used a tank once. It was alright.
I went in one tank, but I couldn't.
I didn't really see as many tanks as I've seen in the
There's not that
game.
many, no.
I've been in one plane. I'm glad like you can actually change the controls over from the sticks.
Yeah, and like inverted and all that.
Because I was crashing, like trying to control it with like the right stick. Like, now that I'm on the left, I can actually control it. But I don't think anyone goes in planes because I'm shooting at planes and whatnot, and I'm not getting a hit mark. I'm thinking, is like anyone even in that plane? Is it just an AI one flying about? No one's really using them.
There is definitely.
That's another thing.
It's a good thing they've got 2 months to fix these.
That's another thing. For a battlefield where it's supposed to be this big open warfare, there's not a lot of tank stuff and airplane stuff.
There's not.
I think though they've balanced it though with like how like the health works. I feel like if there was too many of them, it wouldn't work.
I know, but I thought like 2 or 3 for each team, like they did in like 4 and 1. I think that's pretty good.
I think the health system's not too bad as well. I haven't really noticed anything really different with it, apart from now and then healing myself. Other than that, it's not.
I've noticed that very weird. Like sometimes it will say I can, sometimes I can't. And then
I'm still a bit iffy on how it works. I feel like you have to hold up on the D-pad.
Yeah. And no, that's a bad idea because I don't know you know, left thumb is on left stick, moving around.
It stops you moving.
If I have to take it off to heal myself, I'm standing still.
I'm pretty sure it is that button because like he just like whips out a medkit and then it's going up. I'm like, oh okay. Then.
But then I'm stood still
whilst
I'm healing. But what's the point of that?
Overall reviews so far from this, I'll give it 6, 7.
I think it is
5, 6.
6, I'd say
far.
6.
It is good. It just needs its improvements.
Say if he improves it, I'd say it probably could be like an 8.
It could be. I don't think. I don't think it'll be as good as Battlefield 1.
No,
it won't be. I think that's pretty obvious. It won't be as good as Battlefield 1.
I went back and played Battlefield 1 and said, you can't. Oh my god, you can't beat this.
No.
I'll tell you the thing with Battlefield 1. There's not enough to do. There's not enough customization.
That's the only bit it's in like a full. It'll improve that.
I think that's why a lot of people got bored with it.
Maybe.
I never did.
And probably because they did
it was easy
season
to
pass and DLC maps. Not going to everyone and everything, which is what's happening on Battlefield 5, which is a good thing. So everyone gets all the DLC maps, so that would be good.
Should we get to Spider-Man before we go and take 45 minutes of the podcast and then we'll be done?
We did say gaming will have...
we were talking for about 20 minutes.
Fuck me, it felt like an eternity.
I know. Fucking hell.
We did say gaming will have a big presence.
Oh yeah, but not all Battlefield. It's like
this bit's going to be longer.
We've got more.
Screaming.
This bit's going to be longer.
Daniel, go.
So,
set your timers, everyone.
Save it for the review.
A little game came out, just a tiny indie game called Spider-Man.
It's not indie.
It's very small, Owen. I don't think you've heard of it.
It's by Insomniac. They could be making a Ratchet and Clank, but instead they're making shitty Spider-Man.
Owen, for that, I request you to leave. Because it is really good.
If you don't accept Ratchet and Clank, you can leave.
I do accept it. That's a good game, but Spider-Man's better.
Looks like we're both staying.
To be fair, Spider-Man did look really good from other videos I've seen.
So. It is good.
Yeah.
It's
the way you can fly around.
Good, okay.
Cool.
Good. But pass. Am I right in saying you put in the chat that you finished it?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I finished it. Yeah, finished it this morning.
It came out on Friday.
Yeah.
How long is the story?
I don't know.
I think I've heard it's 15 hours.
That's not long.
But he has played that in the space of a day.
When did it come out? Friday, and we're recording this on the Saturday evening.
Yeah.
So
I haven't even finished it yet. Like fully. I've done the story, but there's still a lot of other things to do with it.
But you finished the main story.
But main story,
in
finished.
one day.
Have you got all the backpacks?
Yes.
Wow.
He pre-ordered it with the steelbook and everything. This guy
and an art book game.
The only thing that he didn't do is get a flipping PS4 Pro like with the skin.
I already got one of those.
Yeah.
I don't want another one. I already wasted one.
You can give it to me.
No.
Trade it in.
No, give it to me.
Have any of you played the Arkham games, or is it just me?
No.
I played one of them.
It's better than them.
Well,
I feel it's better.
They've taken elements from it, apparently.
No, but it feels similar but very different at the same time. They've taken things that you've already seen before, like the combat and all of that.
Yeah.
But they have changed. It feels unique and different at the same time.
Because Spider-Man's just better than Batman, isn't he?
Yeah, he's more acrobatic, flips,
flying
webs.
around Gotham or swinging around New York. I'll take swinging any day.
Well, yeah, you do.
You do swinging, yeah. We don't like that. But,
the swing in it is, it's like I could compare that to going for a jog. Like, when you go for a jog, you go sometimes. I'm going to say, Gabe, have you ever been to like a walk or a jog to calm yourself down?
Yes.
I could tell you that, like swinging, I could just do that.
Great.
fair,
When have you ever actually been for a jog?
Probably once or twice.
if it was me, I can understand it. But, I mean, to be fair though, like when you're flying around an open world, it's just so much fun because it's like
And
the process of time and everything flying through.
it's not just that. It's depending how well detailed the world is, how immersive
They've
the
lowered
world
the
is.
details since E3.
No, they haven't actually. That's what everyone says because they got rid of a few puddles. Everyone lost their shit. Literally, was oh my god, it's a downgrade. They got rid of a few puddles.
And my
Now, the
PS4
lighting's
Pro
also-
can't keep up with
apparently the
60
lighting's
frames. It can only
downgraded
go
a bit
down
as
to
well.
59. Oh.
It's really bright. Like
No, it's
it's
still
really
but
colourful.
apparently, like Spider-Man's suit is lighter than it was in E3.
I
The
think it's
lighting
good.
on his
I
suit
like
had
the
a lot
good.
more shading on
That's
it
not
at
too
E3.
bad though.
Yeah, I like the red. I think it looks really, really good.
I mean,
It
it does look really
the
good.
graphics, obviously, do look really good from what
And-
I've
I
seen.
think it looks fantastic.
I think people are nitpicking when it comes to like.
Oh, no,
a few
People
puddles.
nitpick with
Yeah.
games all
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
time now.
To be
The
honest,
smallest thing will happen,
It's
and
like,
it's
it's
just
like
let's
a PC
jump on
Master
it.
Race,
Like,
yeah.
The gripes I have with the game are nitpicks.
Yeah.
Like there isn't an actual night and day cycle. You just
Right.
it's like just
Oh, that's kind of lame.
it just progresses how the story goes.
Oh,
on.
it
So
would have
one
been pretty
minute-
cool if you could have seen that.
Yeah, I know.
Because it would have been
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
more immersive to sort of see
But
something
that's the
like
thing. Games like I know Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, they always had a day
the night cycle, yeah.
GTA, yeah, and they look fantastic. Because when you get that cycle,
It feels
day,
like
night,
you're
it does
living,
feel
it's
like
living
yeah.
there. But they, in exchange, they've made you choose like the day. You choose the time of day you want to be in.
So
Yeah.
the
That's
last Spider-Man game that came out was quite a while ago now, wasn't it?
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That was-
and it was shockingly
It was-
bad.
I remember my friend bought it and he was a massive fan of the franchise and was playing it, and he bought it and he took it back the next day and he said it was shocking. Now I haven't played any of the Spider-Man since Spider-Man 3, but there's one particular Spider-Man game I remember playing. Do you guys remember Ultimate Spider-Man?
Yes, I do.
No,
I
It
do.
was like it was basically the comic book, and it was incredible.
That was really
Was that
good.
the first one they did open world Spider-Man?
That was Spider-Man 2,
I-
which everyone compares it to. Everyone that's like the stand point.
Spider-Man 2 was pretty good, but Ultimate Spider-Man was.
Oh, I think I
brilliant.
prefer that one.
But I've looked at footage for this new Spider-Man and it looks fantastic. Like I'm convinced I should buy a PlayStation 4 when I get paid.
Just
to
for that.
buy it. Yeah, definitely.
it.
It is
Do
like
it for God of
the
War as
world.
well. By the way, though,
God
God
of-
of War. My God, my PS4 sounds like a fucking tractor when I actually first seen it. I was like, oh my god.
I think mine does now. You know that
Yeah,
sound.
yeah, yeah.
Mine does that.
It came back just for this.
Yeah.
Mine does that when I'm playing
Have
Overcooked.
you got your PS4 Pro yet?
Yeah,
Does that make loads of noise?
Yeah, yeah.
not as much.
Not as much.
It's still
Not as much.
It's
fairly
more
loud
powerful.
because it's
Still
a
really
fixer.
loud.
It's more powerful, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
fixed at
it's
high
still
sound.
it's still quite loud, but
I
not
mean,
as loud.
Your regular PS4 is unbelievably loud.
I think
it really is.
I think it's also my room as well because I
Yeah.
think it's how small it is. It just echoes
Maybe,
more.
yeah.
I think
But
that's what I.
it is so loud.
Because
though.
I
No,
do-
your
Dusty.
PS3 was so loud you could hear it on the mic.
Yeah, on the mic.
Yeah.
Because I tried it in my living room, which is bigger, and you can hardly hear it.
Yeah, it's because you got your living room's got carpet there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
What's carpet got to do with it?
Sound cancelling, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Muffles as well.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, back to this phenomenon of a game.
Is this your game of the year?
Yes,
I don't know. Smash Brothers Ultimates this year.
I know. I will probably say it is until Red Dead comes out.
Oh,
I can't wait until Red Dead.
But
we've got to fit that in somewhere along the line before release, because release is too far away for me to not be able to sit here and not
next
talk
week
about it.
we can.
Talk about next week.
Talk
I
about
think we should
have a
talk
whole
about
When is
the
release?
Red Dead franchise, because obviously we've all played Red Dead.
No.
haven't we?
No,
I haven't.
Oh,
no. Aaron.
Zero
I haven't.
intention. of
Okay, I
playing.
think I've finally got something to lead on for once. But like, yeah, that's
We'll
definitely.
save that for next week, definitely.
100%.
Do a
It
little
was not an old
segment.
gen, wasn't it? Original Red Dead.
What?
Oh, Red Dead. First
It was
one. Old
20.
gen.
Well, no, they did one for PlayStation,
Okay.
and then they did one the PlayStation 2, like that kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
era.
yeah, yeah.
And they did Red Dead Redemption.
Red
Which
Dead
was on
Revolver.
PS3.
That was it, yeah.
I've played that as well.
Was that on 3
I haven't
and
played that one.
360,
That
wasn't it?
Red Dead Redemption was PlayStation 3, which you can now play on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Now, or get it down. What's it? Backwards compatibility on Xbox One.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Have you been paid by Microsoft and Sony
Yes.
to like
Yes.
go there?
To be fair,
PlayStation Now.
it was
Actually was.
part of me is like, I'll play it on my
Sony
PS3 just for
never
nostalgia.
collaboration at all.
They
Yeah.
sent me that edition for free. I
Really?
wish.
You
Yeah.
wish.
I wish as well.
I wish, but overall,
My game of the year, if it comes out this year, will be Last of Us 2. But it's not.
It's
gonna come
not
out this
gonna-
year. It's gonna be fucking 3 years later because of course it will be.
I'd say 2020.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gabe.
I'll be old with grey hairs by the time that game
You'll
comes
be
out.
21.
I liked the trailer at E3 for The Last of Us 2.
Well, you can jump underneath cars, like, so in combat.
Wow,
shoot
girls
someone
can
else's legs
kiss.
out.
It was holy shit, this is new.
Not seen this before.
AI actually have contact models, unlike when they like try and pretend to get close, and then you've got this invisible wall in the middle that they can't get any closer. As character
But
models
it
just
was
get
like
stuck.
it's like Jesus, like the whole game. The problem I had with it was it didn't look real. I bet it was a cutscene most of it.
Yeah. It did look pre-rendered.
It didn't look like that was the game.
I'm hoping it wasn't pre-rendered.
But I
Did
think
you play the first
a
one?
lot of trailers are
Yeah.
never actual proper gameplay footage, aren't they?
Yeah, Spider-Man, every puddle.
Yeah,
What a
yeah.
downgrade.
Oh, what fucking hell, this
Usually
thing's
they
a lie.
have to say if it is.
They have to say it normally, but
They said it was in actual
even
gameplay
so,
footage.
They can still lie.
they can still lie about it. They can
They can still change stuff.
and they can still up the resolution
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the trailers. And in fact, I think they probably always do.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
in reality, the games never look as good.
No.
Obviously, they can look really good still. They never look quite as impressive as the trailers.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
I think Nintendo are probably the best company at making it look like the trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
that's
Nintendo,
true.
you're gonna get good.
Our good friends at Electronic Arts love to overplay those trailers. I remember the Battlefront 2 when that came out.
Oh yeah.
I then found out it was not only was the PS4 trailer not PS4, but it was fucking PC.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll say it lied on that as well.
Yeah,
I still remember that.
Honestly, that trailer, that Battlefront 2
Yeah, yeah.
trailers, all of them were incredible. They looked amazing, and then the game just was nowhere.
Moving on before I have
yeah.
a strike.
Let's move on.
Strike.
That's right.
I'm going on strike. I'm going to have a stroke
Honestly,
over
there's
this.
nowhere near. Cool.
No, I remember. I was actually fun fact talking to GTA. I was on fucking YouTube recommendations. It literally had someone made a cutscene of the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Someone made that whole sequence, a whole opening sequence in GTA. They had Franklin as Bow Wow and like Trevor as the fucking guy that was going to punch the guy in the face as he comes out the car. It's just so funny.
Punch the guy and the
Like
guy.
it's so funny. It's like you cut into the cockpit and there's just fucking Michael like putting his foot down, but then you look in like the cockpit view and you just see there's no pedals or anything. It's just a box. It's just it's so funny.
That's mad.
That is insane, isn't it?
That game is just like realise how old that game is.
A few things
Like,
to throw about Spider-Man that I wanted
Go
to
on.
go quickly touch on.
Yeah.
Just quickly touch on.
Yeah.
But the actual open world feels really, really immersive.
Mhm.
Like you drop down and you can talk to civilians, you can high five them, all that kind of stuff. Like there was one, I think, legitly, there's one part, I think it just randomly happens, but swinging along, and a report comes on, oh no, this person's crashed and you need to go help them. So you swing over and you find that there's firemen there already, and they go, oh don't worry, Spider-Man, we got this. Yeah, just that
good
little
Yeah.
bit
The detail.
makes
Yeah.
you feel, wow, this is a game, right?
Yeah.
There's like
That's the same with any game. It's the small details.
tells,
People like just
It makes it
acknowledging
feel
you just
so-
like as you walk past or something.
yeah.
If you're like someone.
At least it's not AI that bump into each other and walk into the
Yeah.
road
Yeah.
and get run over.
It's not like
Yeah.
GTA where you can walk down the road with a rocket launcher and
Oh,
police,
that's
the
fine.
police
Yeah.
just like, yeah, whatever.
Or you can just shoot a police officer, run away around the corner, and they forget about
Yeah,
you
yeah,
after a minute.
Or like 500 of them come after you. You can't
Yeah.
escape.
Yeah.
But
I
in
think-
Battlefield 5, you can actually see like your like reflection and people running past it in windows.
That's cool.
Mitch,
Yeah.
we left Battlefield
have
5
left
a
it
long
behind.
time ago.
I just thought
Oh,
I'd
no,
that in
yeah.
still as a little
Leave-
bit.
There's a
let
lot
it
of
go.
There is a lot of details in Battlefield.
Let it go.
Yeah.
But then we refer to our F1 game and any windows are fogged
Gabe,
out.
let it go.
It's like,
The accident wasn't your fault. So move on.
Your mum didn't drop you on the head for a reason.
What's...
I want to just say quickly,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Not a perfect 10 out of
Well,
10.
nothing.
Is it the puddles? Is it the puddles?
The puddles. As soon as I saw they downgraded puddles, I lost my
That's
shit.
what changed
fuck's
it.
sake.
No,
I
but-
did not. I did buy a PS4 Pro for the fucking puddles. I did not buy it for them to get removed.
It's just little things that make you go, oh, this could be perfect, but it's
There's always room for improvement.
you can unlock suits, but then
Yeah.
you can't. Some of them you use at the end of the game. It's like I want to use them throughout the story.
Yeah.
Whenever you
So
want, yeah.
I wanted them. If you played the Arkham games as well, there's like a new game plus where you can use suits that you've unlocked and to play all through the story of them, like that, and a night and day cycle. Apart from that,
Yeah, I feel like the night and day should just definitely be in.
That should
Yeah.
be a normal thing.
Yeah.
So how long was this section?
We're not done yet, are we? There's,
No.
there's more
Still
stuff
got-
on here.
We got
Mitchell.
Spider-Man?
Mitchell, we're on you
We're
now.
done with Spider-Man, yeah.
We're on you now, Mitchell.
Well, mine was mainly Battlefield and
No, the other bit.
Man of Medan.
What's Man of Medan?
Oh, the Untitled
Okay,
Dawn.
so if you ever played Until Dawn,
I haven't played it, but I do know what it is.
I know it is, yeah.
basically, I believe they're making a new horror game called The Dark Pictures
Raise your hand if you
Anthology.
like horror. There we go.
Well,
Two
no,
people.
sometimes.
This is
I
only
like
small
horror
anyway,
manga.
but they're making
Not
a new
horror
game called The Dark Pictures Anthology, and it's going to be a set of mini horror stories, and the one that it's launching with is called Man of Medan, based on the ghost ship, and they've already released gameplay of it. It looks good.
So is it like Until Dawn that you
It's
choose still different
It's
options?
literally like Until
Yeah.
Dawn.
Is it
just
like
on
The
a ghost
Conjuring?
ship.
Like, there's different. You go and investigate ghost shit.
Yeah.
So it's
I'm
like.
afraid of no ghost.
But yeah, it looks good. I haven't seen too much of it. I've seen a couple trailers and whatnot.
Is
and,
there like a release date for it?
2019
let's
probably.
see. It was playable at Gamescom 2018, so I'm assuming it's gonna be fairly soon.
Probably not.
Next
Probably
year,
early
next
next
year.
year
Yeah.
sometime, I reckon. Yeah.
Could be very soon.
Fairs.
That does sound interesting. I remember I saw a lot of like gameplay and stuff on YouTube of Until Dawn. It did look like a pretty cool game in the sense that it's a game where what you choose to do really does make a difference to the story. I was trying to kill a fly that's been annoying us. I think he's got it. But it does look really interesting that what you choose to do properly influences what happens. And that's another game. Is like Detroit.
Become Human.
That's another one that's.
What about Cyberpunk 2077? Is it?
Oh, did you see the gameplay for
I haven't
that?
seen it.
That looks so
Oh,
good.
it's so good. But speaking of interesting games, Aaron,
Oh yes.
you've been waiting for this.
Okay. This is gonna be so difficult to explain because I kept sending you guys things on WhatsApp.
I saw it, one bit of it, and I went,
While
"Oh my
I
god!"
had my day off the other day, I was really bored, so I just went on YouTube and was just looking at different videos on my recommended. And this came up because someone streamed it on Twitch the other night, and his reactions were priceless. Like
You showed us one bit.
You showed us one clip which was horrific.
Oh my god! What the hell?
Okay, so the game's called Super Seducer.
Explain it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And it's the second one. This is a sequel to the first one, which came out back in March, I believe, and it actually sold 85,000 copies.
Come on.
Which do you know what is quite incredible for something like that?
Something
But-
like this.
It's because it became popular on the
The
internet.
production
Everyone was
value
like-
on it has gone up.
But it doesn't.
It's amazing.
It's not selling well because it's so good. It's one of those.
rubbish.
It's like a meme.
yeah.
Okay, so the guy.
So
Okay.
it's so bad it's good, basically.
Basically.
It's like The Room.
Oh yes.
Great film.
So to give you a bit of background about
Please
the
do.
weirdo that you saw in the
In the
game, his
clip you
name is,
showed
I
us.
believe it's Richard LaRuina. So he's a self-proclaimed.
Some sort
He's
of
actually a
pervert.
dating guru. He's been like, he's well versed in dating like advice and stuff. I would never ask him for any of it if I'm
Works
being
for me.
honest.
No.
So basically, the second one is called Super Seducer 2 Advanced Seduction Tactics. That itself sounds very uncomfortable. If my son said, "Can I get that game?" I'd say, "I think it's about time I put you in the cupboard now."
I would hand in my credit card.
I'm already turned on.
So what it is it gives you a bunch of scenarios. You play out as basically him, and you have to make decisions, trying to sort of
we're just
woo
talking about
these
something like
women.
this.
But the
Such a meme. Honestly.
the biggest sorry.
Some of the options are funny.
The most
Sorry, Aaron.
outstanding issue is the unrealism in the game. It's unbelievable. Like, I don't even know if I can talk about some of the things that were.
Especially that one bit.
one-
you showed
Let's
us.
talk about it, and if it gets caught in the edit, it gets caught in the edit. But let's just talk about it for the sake.
So I don't know which bit did you guys see? What did he do?
He
I
was
saw that,
jacked
yeah.
off into a park.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Because the one bit you linked with the time on it.
Yeah.
I forgot to timestamp the other. I think. Okay, so that you wouldn't do that even if you ran a company because I'm pretty sure
That's how you
you're
get a
straight
job.
up
Yeah.
losing your job, like
Yeah.
your livelihood.
That's how you get
This is
women.
what I think of your idea.
That's called that's called public nudity. That's called indecency.
That's a crime.
Well,
And there was another scene where also my biggest concern is a lot of these women look very young. There's two particular moments in the game that I would like to address.
Please do.
The first one is when his intern walks in. She's like a secretary.
Oh god.
And she mentions something about printing or something ridiculous. This really bad script that's written that's done by awful actors and
Yeah.
actresses. And then his response was not verbatim because I can't remember it, but he said, "It's not how you do it, it's what you do it. You see, we're a family that fucks." That is what he said, and that is where I jumped out of my chair and I started doing laps around my room because like my emotions couldn't register enough to sort of sit and laugh. I don't know if you've ever had it where you laugh so much you sort of stand up. That is what happened. Like my body was like, "No, you have to stand up for this."
Wait, so how do I join this family?
Oh my god!
He would legitimately would, wouldn't you?
Why not?
And,
Sounds like a fun time.
The second scene is he meets someone at a party or something, and he goes to see her like the next day. I can't even remember, but they're at his. And she knows Muay Thai or some sort of mixed martial arts. And he's like, "Oh, why don't you show me?" And he's like, "Oh, I know how to do it." And then he's making Dragon Ball Z sounds at her, winding her up. And then he headbutts her and knocks her out just to show his manhood. The option is knock her out and show your masculinity. That is the option. Number one, it is basically sexual harassment simulator. And number two, it's domestic abuse simulator. It's the most uncomfortable thing I've ever seen. And this game is going to apparently it's projected to do very, very well.
To sell for $49.99 with DLC included.
and at the minute it's actually in beta. You can get a beta code for it.
Jesus Christ.
So, but we're going to buy it and all play it together when it comes out.
I mean, I'm willing to play it on stream with you when it gets to that point.
Do it.
I'm just going to level with you. I will happily do that because I think
the only reason why people buy it or like play it is actually just to click all the stupid answers
Yeah.
and see
To
what
see what
actually
he
I
actually
mean,
does
you've
it,
got the
yeah.
48-hour refund on Steam as well. But literally, other than that, it's just
That's a fucking weird game.
Oh, this sounds amazing.
at the start as well. There's like a mini disclaimer.
Yeah.
And he
Do not try any of this
he
in real
goes on.
life.
He goes on to talk about the changes they made in the game. He looks directly into the camera and goes, "We've heard about the changes you wanted. We understand that there's no black or Asian people in the game,
Oh
so we
my
put
God.
them in the game, and they're right behind him. There's like two behind him." So I mean,
Christ.
I think it's a game that has.
We have a mixed cast this time.
Do you know what? It's a game that has potential to live on just as a meme forever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've been watching gameplay of it and just been I laugh. I've never got so much joy out of a game before. But yeah, it's got a lot of controversy as it would.
Oh,
No,
that's
no
not
shit.
surprised.
Oh my god, you know, like the kind of like pro-feminist people are completely throwing the kitchen sink at him. He is like, he's off.
There's irony in there somewhere.
Oh Jesus. Oh no. Okay, I think we'll move on from that, but play it if you get the chance.
Or if you're just not into that
Or if
weird
you're like,
shit,
or if
then
you need Parsons needs tips.
Not from that man.
No, I'd rather,
Take my tips.
ride solo.
My God,
What's
that
next?
whole thing's probably going to get
Call
cut.
of Duty is next on the document.
Oh, okay.
So
So
that- we don't need to
Called
talk
Blackout
much
trailer.
about
It's
it.
not
No, I won't talk
it was
much.
the trailer for the Blackout.
I
looks
haven't
alright.
seen it.
It looks alright.
I've seen it.
It looks
It looks good. I have to say, I
Looks
do think
alright.
it looks good.
Don't be trash.
What did you think of the song? 10 out of 10 choice. If I'm
That
honest.
is the song.
What song was
I can't remember.
I didn't listen to it.
It was pretty
with
cool.
sound.
It was
did-
very good though.
It did
worked
sync well
very
with the trailer.
It worked very well.
I do generally think the trailer it does look good. And
It's
I do
colourful.
I'll give it a go.
It's
It does
colourful
look-
as well.
Do you know what? I quite like that. They are really. They're clearly like taking it seriously. The whole. I know Battle Royale. A lot of people are saying it's going to die. And that's like-
Trash.
Yeah, but I do get the feeling that for once, a Call of Duty producer is taking a game mode quite seriously.
Yeah.
In the
Call
way
of
they're-
Duty doing
in the way
something
they're doing it.
serious
No,
for
seriously,
once.
it does look like they are
Jesus,
putting a
mother
lot of
of
effort
God.
into it, and they are really trying to make it work. And I do think the map looks good.
I
as
hope it
well, I
does.
think.
I hope it does. It's probably
One thing I'm not sure about. Apparently, I think there's zombies on it.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
one of
there
the
are.
maps, in one of the
Yeah,
sections of the
yeah.
map, is there.
That's at the asylum. That's
Yeah.
at like Varud.
Yeah.
But they've
there's some
said they're
zombies.
only at zombie
Oh,
locations.
That's fine. To be honest, I'm afraid if there wasn't any zombies at all. But if it's just
If I'm
in
honest,
one
though, I don't
place
think
or
they're going to
something,
be
then-
that much of a danger. From what it looks
No.
like, yeah, they just walk very slow, and you can
Yeah,
use
yeah.
monkey bombs to attract
Yeah,
them
yeah.
and whatnot.
And
easily.
That's what they did in the trailer, wasn't it? There was
Yeah.
2 teams in the asylum, one on the floor, one up above them. The team above chucked a monkey
Monkey
down, so
bomb.
obviously the zombies attracted
Yeah.
to the team that was down there. So yeah, it would to be honest make it a bit of a more tactical element, I guess.
It
if
looks
you
very
know.
different, yeah. And I like the fact like they're also reworking snipers to have bullet drop and
Yeah,
like like leading your shot a little bit more forward from the enemy.
Yeah.
I like that.
I think Call of Duty kind of fits with zombies anyway, because they've always done zombies. So
Oh, yeah,
They've been doing it for like 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm honest though, I'm not too worried because it's Treyarch. They've never
Oh
disappointed.
no, yeah. Treyarch do always make solid games.
They are very
God,
good.
yeah.
I mean, after a while, I've got on board.
Black Ops 3's default maps were terrible.
I've got on board the Black Ops 3.
Some of the Black Ops 3 maps were quite bad,
Yeah.
I'll admit that. But I mean, no, but in terms of the maps, not necessarily best, but in terms of the gameplay, always.
But hang on,
best.
live reaction from Owen. How do you feel?
I've seen it before.
Oh.
I'm watching the trailer now, but
Live reaction
just
from
looking
Owen.
back at it, I just think it does look alright.
It does. Do you know what I think is quite?
Those are
Certainly
like
the
the
way
monkeys
it
from
looks in there, it looks quite fast paced.
It won't be as
It
fast
doesn't.
paced.
I think it will.
No, I don't think it
look how
will.
many
The map
vehicles
is
they
tiny.
showed. The map is small. And look how many vehicles they showed in that.
Yeah.
They have
Helicopters,
said.
boats.
They have said it
quads.
takes
You know,
5 minutes walking.
5 minutes from one end to the other.
that's
to
pretty
get
good. To be
across.
honest.
That's like getting from one end of Game Street to the other.
No, it's a lot longer than that.
It's longer than that.
Is it? It takes me
Longer
for a
than
lot
that.
longer. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, mate, a lot longer.
This is a long road.
It really is. But yeah, I for something from what it looks like, it does look quite fast paced. I think that would be quite good to be honest, because the thing with something with Fortnite, I don't play it a lot, as I said before, but it's very slow. You can go ages without seeing anyone,
Yeah.
and then you'll see someone and you'll die really quickly. If you run into someone who's really good at the game, they'll kill you instantly.
I think that's
you've
a new-
wasted 10 minutes walking around.
I think that's a
doing
new
nothing.
thing. Every episode we have to mention Fortnite at least once.
Because
We've done it.
It is a battle royale though, and that's
We've
what
done it
is.
every
But technically-
episode.
You've got Blackout, which has zombies in it. Fortnite has zombies in it. Or the original mode is zombies.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Save the world, yeah.
Save the World is zombies. And this is Battle Royale. Fortnite's Battle
I'm just
Royale.
saying, for every episode we have to mention Fortnite
I still
at least
cannot wait. I
once.
still cannot wait until this battle royale thing can just fucking die.
Well, so that's what I'm saying.
Battlefield.
I think this could actually be pretty strong. I think it could be pretty good.
I think this is going to be better than Battlefield's one.
But
Oh,
we don't really
God.
know much about
It's
Battlefield.
it's
It's called Firestorm.
It's called Firestorm, and it's only got 64 players.
Yeah,
and this in squads of 4,
squads of 4. Yeah,
which I
But
think is
it's
stupid to
It's
be
the same
honest.
as
But
the
you can't
COD
do
one is
solo.
squads of 4.
What?
I think as well. I think you can. I think you can do.
Can you?
you?
I don't. They just said squads of 4,
Is it
Squads of
squads of
which I think is
It is
stupid.
Well,
That's so dumb. I don't have 4 friends. Or 3 friends. Not
well,
including
that's
myself.
the thing.
You're not a friend.
Like obviously,
Of
if-
yourself.
You know, when you're playing, I think and was it CODs is 80 players? Is it?
Yeah.
It's
80.
They've said it's 80 players for now, but they
They have tried more and less.
They've tested it for 115.
That's a
Jeez.
lot.
Odd
115 would be.
And then 115.
So they said it can go up to that, but they're going to be
my
testing it
backups.
on this weekend anyway.
Yeah.
And
Because
they're
the
gonna be-
beta's is it Monday? It
Monday.
starts?
It's Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to crash.
And I think
Oh,
they've.
yeah.
Who's bought COD like Black Ops 4? Who's actually bought
I've
it?
bought it.
I haven't bought it yet.
No.
I've bought
Okay.
it.
Who's actually going?
I
to
probably
buy it?
will.
No.
Because I do think it looks good.
Okay.
The multiplayer is actually fairly solid.
Would you two buy it? Do you reckon?
No,
I
I'm
might.
someone who's kind of fallen out of favour with
You're
Call
more
of
like
Duty.
Battlefield, yeah.
I think the last time I went out and bought a Call of Duty with my own money was Black Ops 3. After that,
That's
I
the thing.
kind of just gave up with
Yeah,
it.
Black Ops 3 was one of the best COD games they've made, to be honest. For me anyway, I think it definitely was.
It's not even.
And the thing with
That's
Black Ops 3, they added a lot to that. I know you'll see how to pay for DLC and stuff, but they kept improving that game. They kept adding things. They kept. I mean, so it's been out for what, 3 years? now?
2015
4
it
years?
came out.
3 years now.
3 years.
And they were still adding to it. This year.
Because that was when
Yeah,
the new
and it's
console
just-
generation came out.
The only issue with that
so-
game
yeah.
is that it's got the worst supply drop system
Oh, it does.
in the entire.
The Black Ops 3
franchise.
supply drop system is
It's
awful.
awful.
It is terrible.
I want to say quickly, moving on, we need to talk about something that came out last week that Owen put down. Dragon Calf, you put that down.
It's not out yet, but I did. We talked about it last week.
Yeah, we did, which was an interesting topic.
So I did some research on it.
Please do. I want to hear.
I watched the trailer for it.
And
I can say it's not for me.
why?
It
Why?
just looks a bit.
After
it's
all
not-
that time,
I
All
thought-
that talk.
All that hype.
I was convinced that it would be like you have like Harvest Moon with dragons, but obviously it's not Harvest Moon with
what
dragons.
is it?
There's like a proper story to it, even though Harvest Moon does have story to it. Like I just want like Stardew Valley. Has anyone here played Stardew Valley?
No.
You're on your own, Owen.
It's such a good like farming game. You can just play it as another fly and relax. And
You can fly and relax.
yeah,
Nice.
it's Stardew Valley, but
I'm just getting very triggered by this
the
fly.
fly is annoying me.
Yeah,
but
go
it's
on.
just I was expecting like you can plant crops, you got to wait a few days, seasons, stuff like that with dragons. Maybe you got to feed your dragon. Well, in this obviously you own your calf. Maybe you got to get your supplies for your calf. But I think it's more
Oh, really?
shit.
Oh.
And it's like
Wow.
50 quid.
That's
so,
unfortunate.
You said it's
Bloody
45.
hell.
well, yeah, like 50 quid. So
Oh.
45.
So after all that,
I'll have to see. If it goes on sale, I might think about it. But I'm not buying it for 45.
No.
I'm disappointed.
I think that's. I think that's.
That is a
everything,
sad voice right there. That
He
is
sounds
that's
disappointed. I wanted it
the
to be
ultimate
good.
voice of disappointment.
Is that it for gaming?
really. I think that's
No,
it. Well,
no,
there
is
is.
a long
No,
list.
no, just the Nintendo Direct.
Nintendo Direct.
But that was cancelled.
Yeah, so I'll briefly talk about it because I'm a Nintendo kid. There was supposed to be a Nintendo Direct on Thursday,
But
which
it
was
was
the 6th,
unfortunately delayed.
but there was an earthquake in Hokkaido, which was a magnitude of 6.7, which
pretty
it was
strong.
it caused some
Yeah.
deadly landslide. Like holy shit, the
I saw
pictures
that,
of
yeah.
the destruction was
I
just.
think now when Earthquake was getting ready, I was like, I
So,
want to join.
They cancelled the Direct for obvious reasons, but
Yeah.
there was some rumours as to why they could cancel. A lot of Nintendo fans were pissed off that they cancelled it, like because
Well, they'll do it again, won't they? They'll do it
yeah,
at no
they
later date.
just postponed it but until like, they haven't announced the date, but it'll probably be next week.
Yeah, that's not
But
bad.
people were like, if they're pre-recorded anyway, why can't they just live stream, like upload it? Because I mean, they are pre-recorded, but that's obviously not the point. There was another rumor. It's like because there's obviously going to be a Smash Bros character announced in it, and a lot of people thought that because when they announce a Smash Bros character, they give it a tagline. So like King K. Rool's was comes aboard because he's like a pirate and something. But they think the character would be Isaac from Golden Sun,
Yeah.
and his tagline would be "Shakes the Earth."
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that makes sense.
Golden
That
Golden
makes
Sun.
sense.
Not the best thing to do
No,
at
yeah,
this time.
'cause,
When there's an earthquake
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
Yeah, because
That makes sense.
Because like Isaac's from Golden Sun, and his game is sort of like that. I've never played Golden Sun, but I want Isaac in Smash. But that's all about the Nintendo Direct.
I think so. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
move
Cool.
on
So
to
we moving
TV.
on then.
Thank
TV.
fuck, gaming's
TV.
done.
That was a long section.
I told you it was a
Almost
big
an
present.
hour.
Yeah, we knew about
Was it
this.
really?
Yeah.
Oh
Right,
my
we'll
God.
move swiftly
didn't
along
say
quick.
it's
Well, to be honest, there's not a lot left.
We've got a long
No.
thing to end on.
We have
Yeah,
got
we'll move swiftly on then
Swiftly.
quickly. So
Yes.
you all know the still related to gaming in the way, but you'll know about the series The Witcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it
Gwent.
advertised.
I tried
doing
Gwent. Didn't like it.
No.
Half
There's
the
a
time, okay.
Netflix show, and Geralt will be played by Henry Cavill.
Who's that?
Superman,
Superman.
Really?
the new Superman.
Man of Steel.
Yes, Batman v Superman
Oh,
shit.
wow.
Do they have to CGI his
Don't
mustache?
mention that film. Don't mention that film.
Justice League.
No, Batman vs
Batman v Superman.
It's a
Yeah, they will have to CGI his
CGI
beard,
his
his grey beard, the
They can
hair, and
CGI
everything.
Absolutely fucking
If you all
terrible.
know about the stuff from Justice League,
Yeah,
That
they
was
CGI
where all
his
the fucking
face.
Ben
I've
Affleck
seen
and
it.
Because-
I've seen it.
Yeah.
So I'll explain that quickly because he had to do reshoots, but he was filming Mission Impossible 6 at the time, and Paramount specifically said you need to keep that moustache. So Warner Brothers and DC had to CGI his whole lip,
God's sake.
and it looked terrible.
Such a hard thing to do, though.
God.
And also, I think another thing, mainly for Owen, Doctor Who.
Yeah,
It
it's on the
is
7th of October.
That's a Sunday, which is weird. It's normally Saturday.
As I
I
say,
thought.
I thought it was normally Saturday.
I'll have to watch it on iPad. 'cause
I'm
I
gonna
don't
watch
have a TV then. But I'll watch it.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to it.
I am
Female
too.
Doctor.
I am.
Is
too.
it? It's her first series, isn't it?
Yeah,
Jodie
It
Whittaker.
seems like ages ago that they announced who was doing it.
it was,
Wasn't
Was tennis.
during the
Wimbledon.
Wimbledon
Was it
last
during-
year.
Yeah, it's during Wimbledon.
July
Last
last
year.
year.
Last year,
Gee, I
Wimbledon.
was gonna say it seemed like a long time ago that they announced who was
I
doing
remember running downstairs because I don't watch Wimbledon.
I watched
remember,
those for the last 5 minutes of it going.
My
Come on,
parents, my
I've
parents
heard
watched
Wimbledon.
it, and they were like, "Oh, in Wimbledon, Doctor Who." Run.
I just remember hearing Wimbledon. I was sat in my room, I'm just chilling on music, and I just hear my neighbour go, "Come on, son!" It's like, what? Sorry? So literally, you never hear her or see her for the whole year, apart from Wimbledon, where it's like, "You fucking what?" It's like, yeah, but she's still alive. She's still here.
Interesting fact of the game, we got to have one an episode.
Oh, God.
Like, you
Was
know,
it?
What's that?
what was it?
What was last
ADMI one.
What?
What?
I don't know
What are
what
you
it's
talking
called.
about?
What we did last episode. Oh, the first episode. Oh, like I can see the stitches on the character and all that.
Oh, Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
Oh,
HDMI, sorry.
HDMI.
that's
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Say it.
Oh yeah, Gabe's childhood.
You said something a couple of weeks ago. We're going.
That
Oh.
was the first episode. That
The
was.
very first episode.
God.
That was a month ago.
Yeah.
That's
Also-
actually crazy. We've been doing this for a month. Can we
Also,
put that
our
into
first
context?
episode shot off.
Did it?
It's got like 58 views.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Man, we're gonna be earning those dollar.
Mitchell, what happened now? What's it doing now? Yeah.
From what I.
Yeah.
No, I've been
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
constantly monitoring it,
And?
we had to upload the last one late
Yeah.
on Thursday,
Yeah.
and that's got like 10 views. So
To
clearly,
be honest, that's not too
clearly
bad.
It's only
our
Saturday.
I think
one
we're doing
fan
well.
clearly has given up.
No, I don't think they have.
Oh, okay, that's
No, don't be silly.
Nah, I think the thing was that with last week's episode, it was like really like, you know, when you're trying to do it really rushed, because we did it we recorded it Sunday, didn't we?
because we couldn't do it
Yes, yeah.
Saturday.
Couldn't do it Saturday. Then I edited a bit and then I had to sleep. Listened to it on the way to work and was like, this is okay, but I know there's bits I can miss. And then by the point of it,
Another thing about
we
Gabe.
kept messaging you, remove this, and
Yeah,
you was
yeah.
like,
Another
no.
thing about Gabe, he has to talk about editing something every week. I've noticed that as well.
And then
it's because that's my
That's
job.
done. That's done now.
Yeah,
but
That's
you
Speak
covered.
quickly
You
onto
edit-
film
move
as
on,
well.
move on.
Because I
Move
do
on
the
to film.
video, which
Yeah,
takes a
yeah.
while.
Onto film.
We'll
I was
figure it.
going to say there was something I was going to say last week.
Go on then,
Film,
say it this
I
week.
completely forgot to say it, and it was something related to what I said 2 weeks ago about James Bond,
Oh yeah,
the Bond 25 film, and I don't know if you remember
the seducer himself.
how
Can't remember.
Danny Boyle, who was going to be directing it, had left.
Yeah.
You know, he walked away.
Yeah, he's walked away,
because
yeah.
Old news
of
now.
differences. I remember I saw. As I was going to mention it
Saw
last week, and I forgot.
Danny Boy.
No, I didn't see Danny Boyle. Saw a report that said, obviously, again, I don't know if this is actually true or not, because it was, not been confirmed or anything, but there was a report I saw that said the reason Danny Boyle walked away from James Bond is because the producers, not him, the producers wanted to kill James Bond.
That would be sick.
That'd be good.
I would
It makes
literally
sense.
cry while watching him.
Apparently, the producers wanted to kill James Bond and do a Doctor Who style regeneration
What?
Okay,
for
no.
James Bond.
Wait,
not,
I'm
not necessarily regenerating in the way, in the
a
sense of Doctor
predecessor.
Who, but yeah,
Kind of
just
go.
sort of-
Daniel Craig's dead.
just sort of recreating.
Idris Elba's playing the next
Surprise
one.
son.
Just sort of recreating just basically restarting James Bond.
I think that's
I know.
That's
I
apparently
think it
why
makes-
Danny Boyle walked off.
It makes sense
Didn't want to do it.
because it's Daniel Craig's last one.
Yeah.
Just kill him. He's too old for
But
it anyway.
what I don't understand is if they, if that was the idea all along, if that's what they're going to do now, why have they not done that before? Whenever there's been a change of James
Yeah.
Should have done it last one. Spectre should have killed him then.
Yeah, when the thing was drilling in his head.
It was that's what I'm saying. Why
Nice.
why is
Spoilers.
they not if they're going to do it now? Why have they not done it before?
Yeah.
Kill James Bond, then introduce the new actor. I don't
True.
understand why they would want to do it
Doesn't
now
make
all of a
sense.
sudden,
But
just
it's
because it's
not
Daniel
like that.
Craig.
It's only a few of them actually relate.
Yeah,
like-
no, hardly any of them
Yeah.
actually relate. To be honest, Spectre actually did relate to.
Yeah.
Basically, all of Daniel Craig's ones. Are linked.
They're
So
that
that's
little
what they
story.
wanted.
That's
Yeah.
probably what they wanted to do. But at the same time, there's no real need to. I don't see the need to kill him. Just
No.
like they've done before, introduce the new actor and start again. A little
Like, as if
story
nothing
section.
changed.
Yeah, I just feel like,
Yeah.
and the whole. I don't know how they would do the whole regeneration.
I never
thing,
understood
But,
how that works.
but yeah, that's apparently
That's
why
Daniel
Danny
Craig's the
Boyle.
new Doctor.
That's apparently why he left the film because the producers of the film wanted to kill
So
James Bond.
James Bond, spoiler alert, is going to die in the next one.
Spoilers.
He
Because-
might. If that is true, then
So-
yeah, it could be that.
You
that's
heard it here
the
first,
case.
guys.
That could
Exclusive. Daniel Craig's going to die.
happen. It could be that James Bond dies.
but-
Backtracking a bit on gaming, there's one thing that we talked
Jesus
about last
Christ.
week.
That was like an hour ago.
Stop interrupting me, and I can get through it. Last week we said the releases for September. There was
Yeah.
one important one we released, which is Undertale for the Switch. Comes out September 18th.
Was that it?
That's it.
Cool. Moving on.
Cool.
Right, so I was going to say the major films coming out this month are The Predator and For Mitchell the Nun.
I want to see that.
You are a nun. You're a legit.
It's a shame you can't get much action from them though.
Isn't that the one that's sort of set in like the Conjuring universe?
Yes.
Like they're all sort of linked up.
So
Yeah.
okay,
The Enfield Poltergeist.
I've kind of seen it before. What's the actual? I don't like horrors. I'm just gonna be honest with you, I'm a massive pussy. Like I've tried to
Amen,
watch them
sis.
before.
Amen.
Don't
What's,
say sister.
what's,
None over
what's
here.
the whole story behind that film?
Is it just Ghost Hunters? The film? No, you know that whole
Yeah,
shitty TV show they do
I'm
like
not,
a
I'm not too sure mainly on the story of it. I think because I know both the kind
the gayest show in the fucking
basically like
world.
the two Conjurings they take because like the second one's based on the Enfield case,
Yeah.
and then they've just basically taken. I think they took some of the characters from the first ones,
And just
and then
threw it in that one.
threw it in to like make it its own, and then also like with the nun that of course that never actually happened on the Enfield case. They've just kind of added that in as an extra thing. But then it kind of played well for the story. Now, yeah, I think because so many people liked her character, they're now making a separate film for her.
Yeah.
And she was freaky in that film anyway.
The trailers I've seen for it look freaky.
Just
as hell.
looking at a picture of her
the
is
nuns, yeah.
creepy.
They do look pretty creepy. I'll have to give it that. And then the Predator, I haven't seen much.
Have you watched any of the Predator films?
I have never watched.
I've seen AVP, Alien vs Predator. I've seen that.
Just that.
Yeah, just
that one.
Played all the games.
The reviews for Predator are actually out. I'm just looking them up now.
Are they alright?
8 out of 10.
That's not bad.
That's
good.
That's pretty good.
But Rotten Tomatoes, the one that obviously matters.
Is
65%.
the Nun out yet? I don't know.
What? The Nun? I don't know. I doubt it is.
Put the bun.
The bun. Is it? She wear a bun as well over her head.
There's quite a lot of horror films coming out. Slenderman, can I just talk about that?
Slenderman.
That was,
Yeah.
it was shit.
Do you want it?
It was
Hang on.
terrible.
The Nun is out.
And it is 29%.
On Rotten Tomatoes, The Nun.
What?
Ooh,
The Nun.
6.1 out of 10.
Ooh.
But horror films have never been
I'll tell you one thing with horror
good
films,
to do on.
You'll be very lucky if they've got even above 3 stars. If it's 3 stars, you're looking at a decent horror film, I'd say. If I'm honest.
this is true.
But Slenderman, you didn't see much of him really.
No.
Well, how much
times.
did you not
Just
see
the
the whole
lanky-
skinny lanky person?
No, I saw him a couple of times and he just walked
It's just
off.
the lanky fuck, innit? Just punch him in the dick.
So I think we should move on to it's still related to film, but we should move on to music.
Well, so before we do that,
So many interruptions.
sorry. Right, no,
I
don't worry,
was starting my introduction.
Sorry. Don't worry, this won't take long. I was saying, in
Motherfucker.
terms of any sports,
very
obviously, sport is normally one of the sections we talk about.
Yeah, of course.
Basically, there's no sport to talk about this week.
No,
that's why we
You
didn't write any of
wasted
it.
my time.
Only that the new UEFA international tournament started this week. The UEFA Nations League. It's a pretty pointless, pathetic attempt by UEFA to make people interested in international football outside of the World Cup and European Championships. It probably will not work at all.
No.
The format of the competition is the most confusing thing I've ever seen in my life. Seriously, there's 3 or 4 different leagues. In each of those leagues, there's 3 or 4 different groups.
Jesus
The
Christ.
winners of the groups can qualify for the next European Championships. The losers get relegated to a lower league, different groups. It's so complicated.
I like this
cannot
already.
believe it. It's unbelievable. It's a pretty cheap attempt at interesting people in international football. I don't think it will work.
Another thing I was going to ask you.
Just quickly, before you say that, England are playing out at the moment. They're drawing 1-1 with Spain.
One thing I was going to ask you, I don't know if you know if you're a UFC person, probably not.
No.
No, I was going to ask if anyone knows if there are any fights going on because I wanted to watch one.
Well, we've got briefly for what I know, there's an event coming up in Madison Square Garden, November 3rd.
Isn't that this McGregor's?
McGregor
fighting
he's
someone.
he's not at MSG. He is actually fighting.
I might get into
I
this.
think he's in a few weeks against
get into
Khabib.
McGregor?
He's Russian.
Yeah, I'm going to get into
And
it.
it's at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. I'm not a massive UFC fan, but I dip in and out.
I probably will get into it. I think it sounds interesting. To be honest.
On fighting stuff, one thing that reminded me: Anthony Joshua is fighting, defending his 4 heavyweight titles that he holds at the moment. I think it's the 22nd of September.
It's pay-per-view, isn't it?
Obviously pay-per-view. Of course it is. It's Anthony Joshua. He always would be on pay-per-view. Yeah, so he's defending his 4. I think he's got 4 of the heavyweight titles, defending them against some 38-year-old Russian guy, Povetkin.
My dad.
But yeah. So
I'll give it a go.
basically, if he wins that, basically he's fighting Povetkin because he couldn't agree to fight Deontay Wilder, who holds the other heavyweight title, the only one Joshua doesn't have.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder is now fighting in December Tyson Fury. I don't know if you guys know Tyson
I've
Fury.
heard the name.
Yeah.
Very controversial character in boxing. He was out of boxing for 3 years, I think it was, because he had a doping suspension
Yikes.
for a couple of years, and he just generally took it out because he beat Vladimir Klitschko in 3 years ago, I think it was 2015, and then basically disappeared. No one knew what happened to him. He's coming back this year and he's fighting Deontay Wilder to try and take the
He's gonna smack him up.
World Heavyweight Championship, I
don't know if
think.
he is.
Deontay Wilder is considered the hardest hitting puncher in the world.
So he's gonna
In
smack him
terms
up.
of heavyweights.
He hasn't met me.
Deontay Wilder is considered the hardest hitting heavyweight, so it will be an interesting one.
I think I could hit him emotionally.
maybe, but maybe not physically. I mean,
Pull him at the heartstrings.
Attack him from a distance.
Pull him at the heartstrings, Owen.
I'll just
Yeah.
give him depression.
yeah.
We're
I think
fine.
that's it. I
Okay,
think
let's
that's it for
finally
sport.
move on.
I
No
think
one
that's
can
it.
ever talk about gaming, TV, sport
Is this the
again.
game now?
Moving on.
Hang on, there is a game.
Oh my
It is this game we are playing now.
Explain it, Parsons.
It's called Song What? Sung the Who.
Film edition.
What the hell?
Film
Sung
edition.
what?
I named it myself. It's called Sung What, Sang Who.
That's what the last one was called. This is film edition.
It's film
Film
edition.
edition on the end.
So
Great.
basically, it's the same game as last week, but this time
For those who weren't here last week, you're going to explain it to them.
I'm going to read the lyrics of a song, and you have to guess what that song is. But this time, it is songs from a film. Could be any song from a film.
As long as it's appeared in a film.
In a film.
So
And you have to. So this time it's 3 points. It's the song, artist if you can,
And what film?
and what film it's from.
Oh.
Can everybody run through their buzzers?
Yeah.
Yes.
we will.
So we'll
Everyone's
start with right. We'll go
Owen.
around.
Okay,
Owen.
this is my buzzer.
I like it. Actually, no, that's better than last week's.
Yeah.
Anime Moans was yet again declined.
Guillaume.
Yeah, this is mine.
Because he's a cock.
Gabe.
Same again.
Yeah.
Mitchell.
That needs to be loud.
Yeah,
That's-
that needs to be loud.
Oh
I'm
well,
back with
Mitt will
volume.
try and give it.
No,
It's
no.
full.
Check your volume. It's fine. Aaron, you go.
Aaron.
This one.
It's on here.
Oh, hang on.
Aaron.
It's because it's.
Aaron.
That's what happened to me last week.
Aaron.
Yep.
Mitchell.
Loud. Mitchell isn't
Okay.
loud enough.
All right. Jesus Christ.
Mitchell.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's loud enough.
Mitch.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Okay.
all ready?
So
All
when we're
fingers
ready-
on fingers on buzzers.
How many have we got? We've got 10.
10 this time because
Okay.
I could have more, but you complained
No, it's-
last time.
Okay,
Well, no, you can play last time because you weren't prepared.
Okay,
To be
wait.
fair,
This
we didn't
time
have
you
to
are,
cut. We
so-
didn't have to
Wait,
cut
wait.
that last time, but yeah.
Other ground rules. If someone buzzes and they get one of them right,
Everyone else can. There's an
the
option.
Yeah,
others
the
have
others.
the option to buzz.
Yeah.
To get the others if they know.
If you get as many points as you can, gentlemen. So
Remember
first
your own
one.
score.
Been working so hard. I'm punching my card. 8 hours for what? Oh, tell me what I got.
I
Owen.
feel like it's 9 to 5. But I'm probably wrong.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep reading, Owen.
Yeah, go on.
And if you got another, got 5
Wait,
seconds.
wait.
5,
Shark
4,
Tale.
3, 2, 1. No.
I don't know.
I've done this feeling. This time's just holding me down. I'll hit the ceiling, or I'll just tear this town. Now I've got to cut. Ready? Loose.
Oh, I know
Foot
it. But I
loose.
buzzed, I know it.
Guillaume.
So it's Footloose.
Yes.
Oh god.
What film's it from?
Is the film Footloose?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Isn't it? It's Footloose.
Oh, for God's
The
sake.
judge
No, it's
doesn't
not.
know.
Is it not?
No. Oh no, it isn't. My bad.
What?
It's not. The film's not called
No.
Footloose.
The song is Footloose.
Yes.
Who's it by though? 1 point.
God, I know all 3 of the answers as well, but I buzzed in too early.
You can get them now. I mean, I don't
You already
know.
buzzed.
If
What are you
it's-
on about?
All I
I've
know
already
is it's
buzzed.
Footloose. So.
You already buzzed. You can't go.
Do you want me to say what film it's from? Wait, I'll
What are you on about? It is Footloose.
Well, the film is Footloose.
I lose.
Oh, it is.
Guillaume's got 2
I
points.
swear it's
Oh,
another
it's
film.
Owen's
Don't
getting
corrupt
DQ'd.
I've
the
no
judge.
idea the artist, but I've got
Any-
I know.
any-
Owen's getting
Anyone
DQ'd
else?
for manipulation.
So anyone else got
I have
Gabe?
no clue.
no.
Kenny Loggins.
I don't know who that is.
Right.
You don't know Kenny?
Right,
Oh.
Totally know
I
that.
swear the film's.
It's Footloose.
Sure, the film is Footloose, and it is.
Don't try and corrupt the judge just because you lost.
What song is this?
You son of a bitch.
Oh, don't you forget! But I'm thinking of the
That's the
Breakfast
Breakfast
Club.
Club. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next one.
Revving up your engines. Listen to our howling roar. Metal under tension, begging you to touch and go. Again. Highway into the danger zone. Ride in to
I think we all know the song.
danger
I
zone.
don't know the film.
You can buzz in at any point, Gabe. Get some points.
I mean, it's Highway to Danger Zone. I don't know who the fuck by at all.
I don't know.
I just know Alex.
But
If
what
Alex
film?
was here, I
What
don't know.
film?
If Alex was here, he would know.
None
But
of
he's
you?
not.
None of
I
you?
don't know the film.
I just remember it out of GTA.
None of you? Guillaume?
No.
Owen?
Not a clue. The film. No.
Not at all.
I'm guessing the film.
It's from Top Gun.
Oh my god.
Never seen it.
And it is by Kenny Loggins.
Have you got?
Have you got a
the
Kenny
same
Loggins
person?
fan?
No, I haven't.
I think we've got a Kellen's Loggins fan.
Now, this is one that I'm expecting Owen to get, to be
Oh, okay.
honest.
Well, I've lost
So-
my phone.
I'm not gonna...
I'll lock your phone then.
Our blank bits, because it's the title,
Yeah.
I'll give it away. So, blank, beam's gonna blind me, but I won't feel blue like I always...
It's ABBA.
Yes. What film?
Super Troopers,
Yeah.
the song, and it's from Mamma Mia.
Owen got 3 points.
Hey.
Well done, Owen.
Thank you.
I don't think anyone else was going to get that at any point, to be honest. So
I don't know if you guys don't know your stuff, do you?
sorry.
Sorry, I don't listen to ABBA.
Oh, don't piss Owen off.
Owen is shocked.
I am.
Owen's got an ABBA fetish, just fine.
So I'm
It's
gonna.
not a fetish.
Obsession.
It's just a slight obsession.
So
Slight.
Next one.
blank blank of blank is a curious thing. Make one man weep. Make another man sing. Change your hawk to a little white dove. More than a feeling, that's the power of love.
I feel like it's Disney.
Aaron.
I know the film's Back to the Future, isn't it?
Aaron got 1 point.
Alright. Oh, Jesus.
Film name?
Oh.
The song name?
Power of Love?
It is the power of love.
I should have guessed that, yeah.
By who?
Oh my
I don't know if
god,
I-
really?
Is it by any chance Kenny Loggins?
It isn't.
Damn it.
It's by ABBA. No, it's not.
I would know that if it was.
It's not.
No, I won't
Okay.
know who's.
So we'll go around the room. Mitchell,
I haven't got a clue.
Gabe,
Well, I don't
Ian,
know.
Owen. It's by, I don't know,
Spider-Man.
if you know Huey Lewis.
Nope.
No.
Can't say I do.
No.
No.
God, you have the most obscure
Film
fucking-
score.
I feel like
Yeah.
the only
It's
songs
so
I'm going to be able
abstract.
to get would be like if they're from like Fast and Furious or
I'd be able
Yeah,
to know
but-
if it was the main theme, like
Oh, yeah.
Oh well,
But
speaking
past
Owen,
Oh,
got one here. It's a little rap one.
rap.
oh
Yeah.
okay.
Here comes blank blank blank.
Here
It's-
the
It's the blank her. Here comes the MIB. Here comes the blank 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 blank. We won't let you remember. I've literally just given it away.
How?
MIB. Nah,
Oh.
nah.
Men in Black.
Yes, well
Oh,
done.
come on.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Gave it away.
Guessing Will Smith.
Well, he's got 2 points because that's what the song's called as well.
The song's called Men in Black.
Yeah.
And it's on Men in Black.
Yeah.
Guessing Will Smith.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never seen Men in Black.
No, I don't know.
I've only
Mate,
seen
you've not
the
seen
first-
Men in
I've
Black?
seen the second and the
Mate,
third.
that's my childhood. First
They're gonna
one,
remake
second
it.
one.
Oh.
Really?
They're remaking it.
What, the same films again or continuing it? though?
No.
I think it's.
Cool.
the
So
different
Owen's
ones.
on.
This is the
Nice.
one.
You
Owen's
can't,
on 6
you can't knock
points.
the original.
I'm on 2.
2.
Who else?
Gabe's
has
on
got?
none.
I've got
Aaron's
one.
on
I've got
one.
I've got none.
Mitchell's
And Aaron's
none.
on 1.
Aaron's on
Two.
Two.
2, 1,
yes.
2, 6.
And 1.
One.
None.
2, 0, 1, 2, 6.
Alright, this one, I'm expecting all of you hand on buzzers for this one.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it. First sentence, ready? If there's something strange in your neighbourhood.
That was mine, surely.
I've got to give it to Guillaume.
Give it to Guillaume because I'm winning.
So it's Ghostbusters.
It is
No,
Ghostbusters.
sing it.
That's 2 points.
That's 2.
because that's the.
I don't know. No, I don't know who sings it, but I know it's Ghostbusters.
Anyone else? Any other ones jump in? I didn't expect it. It's Ray Parker Jr.
Like I'm
Oh yeah. Oh, I knew
Cool.
that.
So I got 2 there. 2 points.
Here we go. Another one I would expect people to have hands on buzzers for.
Okay.
Hands are on buzzers.
Every night in my dreams.
Oh,
wow.
That was quick.
Celine Dion.
Yes.
Oh,
Titanic.
Yeah.
come on.
My heart will go on.
3 points to Aaron.
Oh my god.
I said
If you'd said any more, I probably would have got it. I'm
I
amazed
said
you got it. You got it after about 5
5
words.
words.
Yeah.
It's my favourite karaoke song.
We were
Do you know
talking
what?
about it
I
before.
like Titanic. I'm just going to confess what I
I've never
know.
seen it.
Have you never
I
seen
don't
it?
know.
Wow, it gets me in the feels.
The only thing I know about Titanic is everyone always debates whether or not they both could have survived at the end.
I've seen some
So-
few fan theories, like Rose was hallucinating Jack because she was very depressed or something like that.
Alright.
Cool. So Aaron's on what, 5? Because he got all 3
Yep,
there.
yeah,
You're
five.
on
So
5, I'm on
five.
4, 6.
So it goes
6, 5, 4,
None.
1,
None.
0. Which is still 0.
We've got like 3 left.
Come on, put
Next
some Drake
one.
on because then Mitchell can get a point.
There is no film with Drake in it.
There is.
What film?
There's quite a few.
Name one.
Lord of the
Pretty sure
Rings.
there is.
Harry Potter.
He's Severus Snape.
Yeah,
Right,
man.
let's go.
Okay. Rising up, back on the street. Oh, that was.
Oh,
Come on.
That was both for you, but
Oh fuck.
do you even know it?
Back on the street. I need to sing it.
Can we like buzz in?
If no, give it 5, 4.
Is Eye of the Tiger?
Yes.
Rocky?
2.
Damn it. That's all I know.
Who sings it? It's. I don't know. Don't know who sings it.
Anyone else?
Don't know who sings it.
I
No.
don't know.
It's from a group called Survivor.
No,
Yeah,
I
it
don't.
is, isn't it?
Them.
Damn it. I wouldn't. I knew it was either Tiger and Rocky, but.
I was torn between two.
Oh, this will be an interesting one.
So what's it? What, you're on 8?
I'm on 8.
Relates to something we were just speaking about.
Oh, does it?
I've been here before. But didn't even get to finish it.
I'm pretty sure it's James Bond. It's Skyfall.
No.
No!
It's not.
Oh, no! I blocked my phone!
No.
Is it the other one?
What other one?
Spectre.
It's from the film Spectre.
Spectre,
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Shut up! I've got it.
Ian
Spectre
Smith.
Writings on the Wall. Sam Smith.
Yes!
Guillaume, 3
God damn it!
points.
Thank you. I knew it was one of them.
Oh my god.
We need more because everyone won the last one.
Oh really? No, it's fine. Just end it on that one.
End it on this one.
Alright.
Yeah.
This is a tough one.
Okay.
Oh god.
What?
Hold on. Are we level now?
I'm on 8.
No, I'm on 7.
Alright, I'm not going to say the first line because that gives it away
okay.
instantly. Does it say anyone else? Oh, Jesus. It says right at the end, but okay.
Won't get that far.
And just like the guy whose feet are just too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Blank, blah, blah, that bit. They keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way she did. He got the things done. Him sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head. They keep falling. Really, none of you?
No.
What is this? Have you never heard of the raindrops keep falling on my head?
Well, I know. Yeah, I've heard this. I've heard the song before.
Oh, I haven't.
But I don't know what it's called or what
That's
it's
the name.
from.
I
just
don't know. I've
said-
never heard that song before.
Seriously?
Never heard. I think it's the way like you're saying it as well.
Seriously?
I can't tell.
Well,
Keep
I've
reading.
already
Just
said.
keep reading.
I've already
Yeah.
said the name of it.
Fine. Is it called Raindrops?
No.
Is it raindrops are falling on my head?
Yes. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not called that.
Okay. Alright, wait.
Go on then.
Come on, Mitchell, get a point.
Get a
Mitchell.
point. Go on.
It's the words you missed. Mitchell, it's on you. You missed one word.
Oh, right at the start.
Cold sun having.
Come on.
Fuck, what did he say?
I'm not reading it again. Anyone else
buzz
want to
again?
jump? Once
Someone
again.
else buzz in.
This is the.
It's the raindrops are falling on my head.
No.
What?
No.
Right. Hold on. No. Stop. Everyone, just keep reading.
So I'll just read the line again.
Yeah, read the line again.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
No, it is.
What the fuck is this song? What's it
I've
from?
heard the song before. I'm sure I have, but I have no idea what it's from.
Gonna be some obscure shit.
Hang on.
Some Bollywood film. Slumdog Millionaire. That's Jai-Ho.
It is from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
What the fuck is
Oh,
that?
You've never heard of
I've heard of the film. Never
You've
watched
never
it.
heard
No,
of
I
Butch
haven't.
Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
No.
Am I the only one?
I've heard of it. I know it. I've heard of
God,
it,
you.
but I've never seen it.
How dare
Right,
you?
right, face.
No.
So, that's the end. Disappointingly, because you ruined it.
What do you mean? No.
You all ruined
What?
it.
Because we didn't know it.
Sorry for not being educated.
No, you're not educated.
I won again.
Yeah, he did.
We
When
did,
he did.
unfortunately. I think we should kick Owen out.
I'm too good at music.
No, get out.
I'm still amazed. I'm coming second on music every time.
Yeah, so am I.
No idea.
Is that the question? That's it then.
It's everything. I think.
It's on a disgusting end, unfortunately.
Shocking end.
Thanks,
I blame Daniel for
Aaron, the host, has to sign us off.
Well, that was a fun episode, wasn't it? Good game at the
No,
end there.
no.
Yeah.
We want to
Ruined.
thank you for listening. We really hope you enjoyed the 4th episode. We really appreciate all the support, even if you have no idea who we are or just haven't got a clue. We really appreciate every view and everything.
Makes us a bit more money every time. So.
Yeah, Gabe has to pay us for the previous free.
I'm still waiting for that money.
You never get it. Being a freelance writer around that.
EA, I didn't mean any of that stuff I said. Please hire me. I love Battlefield. Please hire me.
But yeah, we really hope you enjoyed the 4th episode. We'll be back next week, as always, for our usual time.
Yes, it's Thursday again.
Unless it's Thursday again.
Thanks, Owen.
Try it not.
There's no consistency here. I'm just going to sign us off. Thanks for listening, guys, and have a good week.